an opportunity that we can't pass on.
Nā rū au maororo te tai whakarākau, tā rawarawa ana te moana pīpipi, hūkerikeri ana te tau, ki utara tūtakarere wai te iwi, whānui o te motu, nau mai, hoki mai, whakatau mai ki tēnei o ngā pāpāhotanga o te whiringa whāiti. Damien, tēnā koe, kia ora.
Kia ora. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're into the 3 o'clock game, into the third batter. The first two going up. Harry Mewis leading off for St. Patrick's College Silverstream. And he pop fly to second base, where Morris Johns made the easy catch. And then Jacoby Marino going down swinging on the strikeout. 2 outs. And up to bat is Cruz Maui Kia. This is the major semi-final. The winner goes through to the grand final tomorrow on Championship Friday. The second place team will get another chance against the winner. Oh, I think Westlake and St. Peter's game. 2 great softball teams out there in National Secondary Schools Division 1. Day number 3, game 44 on the schedule. And on the hill for Mags, Mount Albert Grammar School. Of course, we're not going to say that all the way through the game, surely. But better known as Mags, many National Secondary Schools title in their history. We'll get those dates to you throughout the broadcast. But Gabriel Tahitai on the hill for Mount Albert Grammar School has been exceptional of late, playing many representative groups throughout Auckland, and really one to watch. So it should be a great matchup. Cruz Maui Kia, he got a in the park home run in the last game to really put the nail in the coffin and get their spot in this one, but he'll go down swinging for the 3rd out on that one. And that will do it for the top of the first. We'll stay with it and bring you up to speed on what's happening in this one. We'll set the defensive lineup for Stream as they go out. I know we'll wait a bit there because the paperwork's still coming in. Still filling out everything. But this should be an absolute blinder. Manu, what do you think we're going to see out of these 2 exceptional teams?
Ka kite mātou I te taumata ko hori, te taumata tike ka piki ake I ene o ngā tīma e rua. Ko te mea nui whānau, ko tau e mātaki ana ki te kāinga, kia whakanui ka tika I ene o ngā rōpu, ene o ngā tīma, ka tai, ka rua. Kia maumahara he whiringa whāiti tēnei. So me piki ake te taumata.
It is a hot day here at Fraser Park.
Aye.
It is, yeah, absolutely. I might have to get this hoodie off quickly. But the sun is out, and it should be, it sets it all up for this great grand final. There you see, it's 20 degrees. It feels a bit warmer. Whew. Not going to lie. Is the heat pump on? The aircon is on in the booth. So hopefully we'll cool down pretty soon. But Chris Stevenson, the coach for Silverstream, is already out there, just double checking what Gabriel Taitei is doing on the hill, but, well, we're talking about the umpires. Let's get to know them. Behind the dish, calling the balls and strikes from down south at Eric Horsham. On first base, Sean Puata. At third base, Simon Lindsay. And the official scorer for this one, Donna Gillard. Sun's out, umbrellas out. No breeze at Fraser Park just yet. Oh, just as you say it. Classic.
While talking about the rest, he pirangi tōku kia whakamihi atu ki a rātou mahi, te tuku whakaute. E hara tēnā mahi, tēnā tūranga i te mahi māma, engari he mahi ua. Ka tika me mihi atu ki ngā kai wawao, rātou kua whakaingoa tia e Damien. Just acknowledging our refs for the hard work that they've been doing over not only this game, but previous games as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a thankless job. I don't think they ever get thanked. Not by the players anyway. But no, it's not easy to go out there and call the balls and strikes. You've got 17 inches across by how tall the batter is to play with, and you've got to get it right every time. Well, the bunt goes down with the first pitch. Cruz Maukea comes and scoops it up and gets it off to Keel Walters at second for the first outs. And I think that shows that Mags are going to be aggressive with the bat and try and get on any way they can.
Kei te tiro rātou ki te fence line meki, they're looking for a fancy one.
There's Karone Koloti. The strike called, bouncing off the glove of Harry Muir. Behind the dish for St. Pat's Stream. Into bat now. I'm on the wrong page. We'll get there. Squares up again. Yep, the umpire's going to call that as well. Any means necessary to stamp early is this mag side. Gets him swinging on the outside. Haramio picks it up and gets it down to first base for the second outs.
E te whānau kua ki nori hairi tēnā. Wepua ia I te pōro. Te papa tuatahi kei waho.
2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first. Robinson takes some gas off that, trying to get the corner. Doesn't get the call. But first innings, getting to know Horsham's zone. Didn't cross the centre. No on the check swing. Fouled away. Robinson just taking a moment to up the cleats. The blue and yellow of his club colours. Gabriel Taitai into bat now for Mags, their third top batter of their team this tournament so far. As I said earlier, been having himself a season of late. The batting gloves custom with the R of his club, Ramblers. As you see the R there. Goes down swinging. Oh, sorry, apologies. Swinging hard on the 3-1 count. Love to see it.
Ai ka tika koutou e mataki ana ki te kāinga. Ki hea rāne ko Gabriel tahi tēnei.
Just a bit outside for the walk. And they'll call time for the temporary runner for Tai, even though I'm sure he'd love to run himself.
Yeah.
Coach Stephenson asking more questions of the umpires. Sam Thompson into bat now. They send him straight away. And Harry Muir launches that left arm of his and gets Quinlan Walters to get the tag at second.
Ka mau te wehi.
And that is one complete in this one, ladies and gentlemen. With no score, we'll be back with the top of the second.
Kia ora. Te iwi nau mai huki mai ki tēnei o ngā pāpāhotanga o te whiringa whaiti. Ko Mags, ko Mount Albert Grammar. I'm just going to go from Mags from now on. Me tētai o ngā tino kura o te takiwā nei. St. Pat's Silverstream. Daniel, kia ora.
Yep, Mags versus Stream. Into bat now, pitcher versus pitcher, Tyrone Robinson. First offering from Tai is outside. Takes some speed off that one, tries to get him looking. Tries to get him, get a nudge there. Robinson leaves that for the 1-1. Big swing and a miss there from Robinson. 1 ball 2, I think. 2 balls 1, sorry. Tries the change again. No, this time. Gets it early, hits it down the hot corner. What's he going to call? I don't know if that foot was on there. Oh, okay. Umpires are going to have a quick korero about this one. Didn't look confident at all to make the out. Here you see on the replay, Robinson gassing it as fast as he can. And safe is the call. Safe is the call. So with a runner on one, that's going to bring to bat the lefty right fielder, Zach McGruin. Squares up for the bunt and leaves it to go through the zone. Oh, one count on McGruin. He's got some wheels. I'd like to see him use a slap in his arsenal. And while he's got Chris Stevenson coaching him, I think he should learn one. Chris be known for his slap hitting back in the day. That's clipping the outside corner for the strikeout called. We'll retire McGruin back to the dugouts. Robinson still on first base. And with one down, that's going to bring to bat Jordan Thurston from the hot corner. Leaves that first one going inside for the strike called. Inside for the strike called again. At least he's consistent. Hits that zone. He's calling it. Two strikes is the call. 0-2. Thurston shortens up. Ready to punch the ball. Gets through the gap of 5-6. Goes rolling into left field with Tyrone Robinson on second base. Jordan Thurston at first. And that's going to bring to bat the shortstop, Quinlan Walters. And all three of those players have something in common with our guest in the booth at this time from Whitby Collegiate. Please welcome Bella Coxon. G'day, Bells.
Hi.
How are we doing?
Good.
Yeah, a couple of days into it. How are you finding?
Heaps of fun. No school.
No. Yeah, well, someone that does as much sport as you do, I'm surprised you even have time for school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate, you're in your school colours this week. You get to play a lot of ball. You've won the Fern, Hutt Valley. I don't know what your club is. I'm sure you'll tell me, I'm sure, before I have to mention it in the broadcast, because usually I lose a bet when I do. But, mate, what's it like being able to just, not so much relax, because you've got Kitty Shaw as a coach, but, you know, go and play with your schoolmates?
It's really different from Hutt Valley, like a little bit of pressure, but it's just relaxed, playing with friends, and it's more like schoolmates than really playing softball.
Yep. Well, you've got a pretty outstanding team there. You've tell us a bit about the program that's been happening at Whitby the last few years.
Well, I joined in year 8, and we've had lots of scholarships coming into Whitby Collegiate for softball, and in 2022, I think it was, we went to Japan for the school just to see the culture and how they played, and it was a really good opportunity for us to see different countries and how they play.
Was that long ago? It was only it feels like last year or something.
Yeah, couple 2 years ago.
Yeah, Bella got 2 trips to Japan in what, a month?
Yeah.
Yeah, she went with Whitby Collegiate, and then, 2 weeks later, you're there with New Zealand under-15s at the Under-15 World Cup.
Yeah.
Pretty outstanding. And where's our other guest that was with you on that World Cup?
I have no idea.
Oh, she's got heaps to talk about when there's no mics around. Who's that teammate that's been the most fun so far during this tournament?
Oh, there can't be one. They're all pretty good. Alan George is pretty funny together.
Safe answer.
Yeah,
Kim's
real
ni-
safe.
Kim's nice and loud.
Very diplomatic there, Bells.
Yeah.
Obviously, you live close by, so there's no tour at this. But who's that teammate that you just would not want to be roommates with?
Oh, nah.
Her face just like, nope. No, give the diplomatic answer, and then I try to throw you under the bus.
Nah.
I like your style, Bells.
Anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah, except for the coach.
Yeah. Oh. Well, Bells, you've done heaps in your ball so far, mate. We're all very proud of you. But what's next? What's next on the goal list for you?
This year I really want to make Junior White Sox, the top Junior White Sox. I don't know where they're going, maybe America, but I'm not quite sure. But just making that team would be really cool.
Your passport's very impressive, mate. It compares to a lot of us. So, mate, I know how hard you work, and it's awesome to see you out there for Whitby this week. And through to how do things look for you guys next?
Well, we have the finals tomorrow. Which
Straight in
quite,
there?
Yeah, quite exciting. So whoever wins out of Rosehill and Sacred Heart, that's who we're versing.
Yeah, I did think that, but then I didn't want to commit to it. So,
Yeah.
Well, mate, we appreciate you coming in. You're doing
good.
great things. This is definitely one name to watch out for, ladies and gentlemen. Bella Coxon,
Right.
Whitby Collegiate, Hutt Valley. What's your club, sorry?
Totara Park.
There you go. I didn't get to say it first, guys. Anyway, proud of you, Bells. Thanks for coming in and sharing some time.
Thank you.
Kia ora, Bells.
And the thing in common with all these batters is Bells and Quinlan and Zakiel and Leron on deck and Jordan at first, they all come from the same club. So, yes, proud. Oh, ball goes up. Looks like it could go shot just over, but unfortunately doesn't convert. Good for Mags though. They get the out with that pop, and they keep Stream scoreless, leaving 2 runners on. We'll go to the bottom of the second with no score in this one.
He te iwi, nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei o ngā papāhotanga o tēnei o ngā kēmu poiuka ko te whiringa whaiti, Mags, me St. Pat's Silverstream. Kia ora, Damien.
Kia ora. Manu, mate, if you want to shorten that even more, just Stream will do. That's what they've been.
Well, I'm just
yes,
used to town.
It is my old school. That's why I said we. But Stream will do. Stream's easy. But it's good to see St. Pat's Town, actually. I see them in the grandstand supporting on their Dooley brothers. But I don't think I've ever seen a St. Pat's Town uniform at a secondary schools tournament. So tip of the cap to town, whoever brought them out. Robinson gets that corner. Sam Thompson back into bat, of course. That outs in the last innings, meaning Thompson stays in as at bat. Just gets a reset of the call and goes down for the strikeout. Doesn't agree with it, but when you get struck out, you never do. So with one down, that's going to bring to bat their second base, Morris Johns. Coach wants a quick call. Donald Tahi, I'm guessing Gabriel's dad. Coaching in the third base. He'll check that. No need. He'll call that strike. One down here in the bottom of the second. It's going to be a tight ball game. This team played each other on opening day. Just the one run in it to stream in the dying moments with a squeeze play at home. Through the zone for the strike called.
Ai, koutou e mātaki ana I ki te kāinga. Ko Morris Johns, te kaipati o te pōro puiuka I tēnei wā.
Well, new innings, new guests.
Kim,
Hello.
kia ora.
Kia ora.
He pehe ana koe, how are you doing now?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, after the last game, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Overwhelmed with excitement, but it's good to see all the different skills these kids have. Hey,
Yes.
Kim, tell me, what brings you here today?
I came here to speak about my Japan trip from 2 years ago.
Oh,
Went away with my school to Japan to play a variety of different games against different teams and get to train with Japan schools as well.
Cool. Tell the viewers what school you're representing.
Whitby Collegiate.
Ka pai.
this is the one that Belle's threw under the bus before.
Oh, jokes.
No, she was very diplomatic. We asked questions. She wouldn't give anything up. So you'd be proud of her. But she did say the loudest was,
Me?
yeah, had to, like.
Always, as
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
Everyone will say that.
Might have to ask Kim the same questions, eh? See if Kim's a bit diplomatic in those.
Kimmy, yeah, I know you play a lot of ball here, and just like I asked Bells, what's it like playing for the school colours?
It's very different. Our school is still very competitive, especially when it comes to softball and definitely volleyball. Those are our main two sports at our school at the moment.
Yeah.
When we come up against different schools like Rosehill, of course, it's definitely a tough game. They gave us a run for our money, as you could see as in our game. But we fought hard, we got our outs, we did our basics, and we got the win, which was top job from the girls.
Definitely. Well said, Kimmy. Well said. Hey, mate, you would have played against a lot of those girls over the years. So,
Yes.
You know, it's also another chance to catch up with ones that are your age and you don't get to see as much. But
Yep.
always a good battle playing against them.
Yeah, definitely. Play against them in reps, clubs, and even play with them when we went over to Japan, to America. So know a lot of the girls, which is good to catch up after the game. But during the game, we're enemies.
When I was talking about my school trips, it was Road to Vegas and New
Oh, yeah.
Plymouth, like
Hey.
America and Japan. Are you talking about? Hey. So you're from the Saints Club?
Yep.
Yep. So can you get away from Coach Shaw at all? Or?
No, she's actually a pretty... I can tell you she's one of the best coaches in the Hutt Valley, definitely. She's taught all of us girls a lot. Yeah, no doubt to her, thanks to her for coaching us and taking us on. So, yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely in good hands with that one. What's the biggest thing you've learnt from Kitty Shaw?
From her to just stay humble. Like when you go to like juniors and New Zealand teams, you want to stay humble, but also know your well-being is to stay composed. When you're in the batter's box, breathe, take your time, see a strike, hit it. She's taught a lot, and it's helped all of us girls develop as one, and it will continue to help us, especially the older girls that still take on that well-being. It still goes for them as well.
Ka pai. What a good... yeah.
Well said. Well said. Well, I don't... Do you got anything else, Money? I think she's been awesome.
Yeah, no, you've been so...
Yeah, just stay here for the rest of the game. You're more than welcome.
Hey, this is a nice spot, I can tell you that. You can see
Best
everything.
seat in the house, mate.
Yeah,
And we get the replays.
I know.
Now, Kimmy, I'll ask you the question I asked Bells. Like I said, you've already achieved so much. You were in that, that New Zealand under-15 side that went to Tokyo and
Yeah.
the World Cup a few years ago. You've been in the squads for the juniors and stuff. But what are those goals of yours going forward?
My goals is to just develop and take things slow and just learn off like older players that are in the White Sox right now, like Lara and all that, and Pally and Caitlin. Learn off all of them to know that I can get better and learn what I need to do to get to where they are right now.
You just named all the TA players. Like, is there something you want to tell me? Never.
Hey.
Mate, I think you've been awesome. Keep up the good work. All the best for the final.
Thank you.
And appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Kamarie from Whitby Collegiate.
E te iwi ka hoki atu tātou ki te kemu, ko Harry, I runga I te papatu waiwai.
Harrison Muir into bat now. He's hit the bomb in the last one, in their last game against St Peters to put the nail in the coffin to book their spot in this game. Catcher doing some great things behind the dish for his team. Tay pulls the strings on that. The range of the shortstop. Ahead gets it over in time to Munch, who makes the out, and all the boys are like, yo, thank you for that.
Ai, marika. E whai ake nei, ko te kaiwepu I te pōro, ko Kobe Marino.
That was awesome. Jacoby leaves the first one, go through zone for the strike called. Leaves that one and thinks, maybe not. I should have had a swing at that one. 2-0. Sorry, 0-2. Marino in the hole. Leaves that outside. Like I said, consistency. If he's going to call the outside pitch, he keeps calling it. You just got to adjust, but he gets the KC to retire the side. And we have no score in this one as we go to the top of the fourth.
Kia ora.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
He te iwi nau mai hoki mai, rarau mai whakatau mai ki tēnei o ngā whakapāhotanga. O te kēmu whiringa whaiti, Mags me St. Pat's Silverstream. Damien, kia ora.
Kia ora Manu. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Sorensen Field here at Fraser Park in the beautiful Hutt Valley. It's the major semi-final. The winner of this goes through to tomorrow's final. We're at the bottom of the third here. All the fun being had, whether it be on the diamond or on the banks. Always a good time here at the ballpark. Or even the soccer balls out. Bottom of the third here, no score in this one. It was a tight battle the other night. It might be another one here. Gets him looking on the outside corner for the strike called, and Maxwell goes back to the dugouts with the first outs. And that's going to bring to bat from the hot corner, third base, Ollie Patterson. Rev up that chainsaw. Through the zone for the strike called. The Stream team, a lot of these players playing together in their club ball as well. Off the shin of Robinson. And he'll take a moment for sure, no doubt, to just walk that one off.
Right.
Time has been called, but yeah, clears back to the shin straight away. But Patterson safe on first base. Any way you can. And Robinson comes back with launching it through the zone for the strike. There's Rooney's mum in the background doing the scoring. Goes down to third. Jordan Thurston gets down and makes the play over to Shaquille Walters in time for the second out. But they move the runner on the sacrifice bunt.
Right.
Lucky that Patterson didn't see third base wide open, which is what you try and do, bring up the third base runner, fielder. Get a double if you can. Outside pitch for the first ball. Back to the top of the order. And his first at bat, first ball of the ball game. Actually threw down the bunt. I wrote down sacrifice bunt, but it definitely wasn't. No one was on. I think they were just establishing how they wanted to play it.
Awa I te wī, ko Kiran tēnei e whakaputa ngoi. Te wepu I te pōro.
He definitely got the strike. And then it bounced off Muir's glove straight into the helmet of the umpire. Well, there's not even a helmet there, it's just a mask.
Hei, ka taia tātou te kite I a Ollie. I runga I te papatū tuatoru, third base.
Well, 2 down, runner in scoring position. This could change things. Well, at least the score. Straight through.
Ooh.
And gets him looking on their strikeout called. And that will be the third out, leaving one runner in scoring position on 3.
Ai, tautoko ai.
Now we have 3 innings complete. We'll have a quick break and we'll be back with the top of the 4th with Stream versus Mags right after this.
Kia ora. E ka mā kia ora. Nau mahuki mai ki tēnei pāpāhotanga poiuka. Mags Stream. Damien, kia ora.
Kia ora Manu. Yeah, good out there from Mags with the shortstop making the play. And the stretch at first base of Cruz Marquez to get that out. And with one down, quick one as well. That's going to bring to bat the pitcher Tyrone Robertson. Just done a quick change of his cleats. Kibera Taite doing a job on the hill here for Mags. Robinson hit it past the hot corner in his first at bat. The runner left on in the second innings. Robinson gets a piece, sending it to left field where Maxwell's under it to make that catch. And that will be the second out. Robinson gets it early, swinging under, popping up to left field. Maxwell comes over, loses his hat in the process, but doesn't lose the ball.
Ai, kia ora koutou te whānau, ko te paeke tuawha tēnei whakarunga, the top of the 4th innings.
McGrowan into bat now. Lefty with some wheels from the right field. Leaves that down low for the ball, 1-1. Gets him looking on the strike called. 1 ball 2. Call McGurran on the outside, and it's been called, so why not try and go again? Fouled away. When he gets swinging, things can happen with this kid. 2-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Some good framing there. Well, some framing anyway. You got to go for it, right?
Yeah.
He definitely gave it a go. Gets him on the outside again for the strikeout called. And that will retire the side as we go to the bottom of the 4th. We're still deadlocked at no runs.
0-all, whānau, 0-all. Kia ora. Tēnā tātou katoa nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei o ngā whakapāhotanga, tēnei o ngā pāpāhotanga motu hake o whakaata Māori. E ngau nei I te tuara o Puiuka. Ko te whiringa whāiti tēnei, ko Mags, me, say Pats.
Well, the bunt goes down. Hakinori puts the bunt down. Robinson had to get there and scoop it up. I love that he tried to slide into first base and the call was made with the outs.
The form.
Oh yeah, there's some form out there for
Bit
sure.
of a Hadouken.
Hadouken. Oh, the spin on that. To go on the outside. Corner to be fouled away from Tai Tai. Here's that slide into close. And then, pulls it back and then, boom, the punch. To the zone for the strike. Cool. Tai Tai asking the question on the zone. Is that the bottom of the zone, sir? And he gets him swinging for the strikeouts.
E te iwi kia mahara tonu tātou, ko te kore ki ia tima, Nelo. Kia mahara tonu tātou he kēmu whiringa whaiti, semi-finals whānau.
Indeed. There's the shot of the Jordan 12s. The blue with the yellow laces for Totara Park Softball Club. I can say it now that Bells has already mentioned the club. You got to hope if you're Sam and Mike Robinson, the parents of young Tyrone Robinson, that the feet don't get any bigger than size 14. Because size 14, you don't want to go any bigger than that. Down the bottom of the zone for the ball. 3-0 count here. See how Rooney comes back at this one. Through the zone for the strike called. Thompson was always going to leave it. When you got the 3-0, why not? Don't put yourself in that position. Because now the pitcher's got to throw 2 more strikes.
Ai, marika, yeah, tika.
And there is a ball.
Ai.
So he'll walk that batter. I think just the 3rd walk or 2nd walk. But that will give Mags a runner now. And Morris Johns, the 2nd baseman, up to bat now. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Robinson launches back, squares up for the bunt. Of course, they were going to try it. Cruz, Maui Kia, makes no mistake, scoops it up with one hand and makes the pinpoint throw with the other. And that will retire the side, leaving 1 runner on. We have 4 completed in this one with no score.
Kia ora. Kia ora tātou katoa nau mai huki mai ki tēnei o ngā whakapāhotanga. Mags, rāua ko St. Pat's, tēnei o ngā whiringa whaiti, semi-finals for Div 1. Damien, kia ora.
Kia ora. Div 1, secondary schools. There you go, Chris Stevenson, the coach, one of the coaches of the stream team. Mike Robinson on your screen in the background there, the big unit that he is. Big specimen is on Mike Robinson. You know, you got to be tough when your middle name's Chanel. So I think it's Elizabeth or something. But Jordan Thurston into bat now. From the hot corner, 3rd base. 2nd time against Tay Tay. Leaves that go through the zone for the strike called. 2 balls, 1 the call. Thurston gets his call from Coach Crispy. Tries to pull the strings on that one, does Tay Tay. And that goes to a hitter's count, 3-1.
Ai koutou e mātaki ana. Ko te rangi pai huarere āhua kapua nei te rangi. Engari he hau mai ana tāwhiri mā te me ki te whare o ngā whare raho rawa atu.
Discipline batting there from Thurston, gets the walk down to first. Nice sticker on the back of his helmet there. And that's going to bring to bat Quinlan Walters, the little brother of Zakil, who's batting behind him. Outside, they try and pick him off. And why not? So Stream have a runner on. They haven't had many runners throughout this game. 3 batters in the first. Actually, the second innings they left a few on as well. That was their time that they could have converted. And then a 3 up, 3 down in the fourth. Another 3 up and 3 down. And now we're at the top of the fifth. Thurston now at second base. None out here in the top of the fifth. One of these teams need to make something happen, because it is a time game as well, but I don't think we're going to have any issues at the time. It's only been, 53 minutes-ish. 0-3. 3 balls that counts on Walters. Oh, and he goes for it on the 3-0. God, I love that. You don't see that often. I think Crispy even called that. Might as well try something, right?
Ai, toru ki te tai te karanga. Koutou e mātaki ana.
9 out of 10 times you leave that pitch always. And he puts it down anyway. We'll push
Kua
Thurston.
ai, kua tau.
And that's why you got to change it.
Awesome, ka pai.
So Quinlan puts down the perfect bunt. He's now safe at first base. Thurston now safe at third. And that's going to bring to bat. Oosh. Pinch hitter coming in wearing the 7. Reed Doherty. Little Dowie. Reedy came in clutch for this team against this team. Well, yeah, for this team against this team on opening day. And he's coming in to do the job again, maybe. Or he's just swinging for the fences. Who knows? But no better man for the job. Or Reed Doherty. Great kid, this one.
Ai, koutou e mātaki ana, ko te kore, ngā piro, 0, e taia tātou te kite I te kounga o ngā mai. It's the quality that's getting to people, being 0-0.
Yep. Reedy comes in, 6 plate appearances, 4 at-bats, no hits but 1 RBI. That squeeze play from the other night that brought in their run of Zach McGruin from third. Just year 10. Still got 4 more years of this tournament.
Fourth form.
Yeah. Definitely fourth form. Quinlan uses the wheels to second base. And now 2 runners in scoring position for Reedy. One of those kids that you can always find around the ballpark. Loves the game, loves these moments, I'm sure. Because he'll have plenty of them. Now he's ready to swing. 2 strikes on him. 1 ball, 2. None out here in the top of the 5th. 2 runners in scoring position for Stream. Inside ball takes it to 2-2.
Ai, toko rua ngā pōro, toko rua. Rua ki te rua.
Jordan Thurston on 3. Goes swinging on the outside. Does Doherty. But the runner has moved to second. 2 runners in scoring position. Just the first outs. And that's going to bring to bat Leron Onosi.
E te iwi e tae ana tātou te kite ki te hui ngā tima engari. Kia whakapua ki kau au I tēnei o ngā mahi. He tino pai te tūranga kei Stream. Stream is in a really good position at the moment. Only on 1 out. And second and third bases are full. They just need something.
That's it. That's it. They've got to just produce something.
Ai, tautoko.
The old manufacture your runs. I think that's what Coach Crispy's doing here. They know what they can use. They know the arsenal. It's just the one down here in the top of the fifth. Now's the time to strike. Outside takes the count to 1-1. Pulls the strings on that one, but goes out of the zone for the ball. Stream won their first secondary schools title just a couple years ago in Christchurch. Mount Albert Grammar. Leron with the hits to the shortstop who makes the plate. Hakanori. And everyone tags up. So still 2 runners in scoring position. And bring in Harry Muir, who's been having a day with a stick. But like I said, Stream winning their national title for the first time just a couple years ago at Christchurch. Mount Albert Grammar won their first one in 2013, but then they won their second in 2014,
Whoa.
2015, 2016, 2017,
Consec.
2018, 2019, COVID in 2020, and then they won it again in 2021. That's a decade of dominance. So I know they've had a few Evans brothers go through the ranks at Mags, but that's impressive. Outside for the ball. Harry Muir. Bats right-handed, but catches left-handed? What? Well, catches with his right hand, but left-handed arm, but bats right-handed. Interesting. Bella's another one of them. Bella Coxon, who was in earlier. Pitches lefty, bats right. You need to be able to bat left.
Me pehea i a koe, how about yourself?
Throw right, bat left. Yeah, weirdo like that. Oh, is the first run going to be on a pass ball? And Thurston gets a knee to the head, but he scores at home.
Ka pai me mihi kia Jordan Thurston, nāna tēnei, kua mahu i te pai.
Quinlan Walters just off the glove on the swing. Harrison Muir had to get out of the way. Tay not happy about how that happened. Two and two, the count. Umpire Horsham is just double checking that. 2 and 2, the count. Stream get the first run in this ball game. Quinlan Walters at third. Harrison Muir, or Harry Muir, leaves that out of the zone for the ball, and that will load the count 3 and 2.
Toru ki te rua te karanga.
Pulls the strings on that, goes down. They make sure of it, of getting the outs at first, but not before. Stream open their account to score their first run, the first run of this ball game. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th with Stream leading Mags, 1-0.
Kia ora.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay an App to speed on through. Oh yeah, feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
E te tānau mai hoki mai ki tēnei o ngā whakapāhotanga o Poiuka. Te whiringa whaiti o Stream, Araua ko Mags, te paeke whakararo.
You can see it's all happening here at Fraser, the Phoenix Academy in the background with the little kids out there. And then, of course, we've got the National Secondary Schools Division 1 and 2 girls and boys being played here at Fraser Park. Robinson using all of the zone. 17 inches of plate. And gets him swinging for the strikeouts. Miller goes back with the first out to his name. And that's going to bring to bat Kalani Maxwell. Struck out in his last at bat. One down here in the bottom of the 5th.
Hua whānui te piu o te Poiuka o te kaiepa o Stream. Out wide. The strike zone.
I know Kaiapa. That's pitcher. I'm getting there.
It's actually a new word for me as well.
Yeah. Leron in a center field. Tyrone Robinson on the hill. Squares up again, down in the zone for the strike. Called. Pitcher, the batter just nods his head, gets on with it. Love that. I know how it can get frustrating out there. Oh, there's those cleats. Squared up for the bunt on the 3rd strike. And that will be the 2nd outs. And with 2 down, that's going to bring to bat the 3rd base, Ollie Patterson. Lefty hitter. Sees the first one through the zone for the strike called. Robertson really getting into his work here. Still another 20-odd minutes to go in this good ball game. So we might even see a 7-innings game. Commentator's curse. We're going to see an 8 innings now. Robinson launches back and gets him fouling off.
E te iwi kia mautonu mai, i te kitenga o te piu, te poro o te kai epa, mātaki i tana āhua i te kaunga o te whiu, i te kaunga o te piu o te poro. Ka whiua, ka tahi, ka rua, ka ngau atu ki te kaipatu i te poro.
Puts everything into it, does Robinson in all pitches on the hill. It's not an easy job.
Yeah. Just talking about the pitcher's techniques.
Well, they get their first
Lovely.
hit, isn't it?
Ai.
I think that's the first hit. Could be wrong. Ollie's already been on base before, but I'm going to have to check how he got there. Bjorn Munch onto bat now with a runner on. Patterson was left on 3. He got as far as 3 at his last at bat. That might have been the first hit. I'll have to double check that. Could be wrong. Definitely have been. Oh, he's been calling that zone, so you might as well try and see as much as you possibly can. Second hit. Was the first one him as well? Yeah. 2 hits only in the ball game from Ollie Patterson. Well, in the Mags team. There's Ollie to second. 2 balls, no strikes. Now Mags are getting loud. Bjorn has been a safety glove on first base for his team.
All right.
Put down a sacrifice bunt to move Patterson in the last at bat.
2 balls, 1 strike.
See, not one player. Oh, maybe one's sitting, kind of, not really stretching. Everyone at the fence, all behind each other. These are the moments. Gets a piece, and that's definitely going to get a gap in between 7-8. They're going to score.
Kua mana. Kua tau. Whakanuia i te iwi. Ollie Patterson.
Ollie Patterson gets 1 base further than his last at bat. He crosses home plates. Bjorn Munch with a great hit in between the 7-8 hole. Had to get Jacoby Marino to come in and make a play there. Now we're tied at 1 apiece. Karon Colotti into bat now. The catcher. There you see the excitement from Ollie Patterson as he knows he's going home to score. Like I told you, those championships with this Mount Albert Grammar School team, they must have themselves at a standard for sure. Strike 2. 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Fouled away. There's the football coach. Stops that one. Well, everyone's getting loud in the ballpark now as we're into the closing moments of this game. Wow. You know, give or take. 2 down here, 0-2 count. And he gets him swinging off the glove of Muir. He's not going to get him in time, so he keeps the ball. And that will put runners on the corners.
Aye.
So the drop third strike. We'll have another runner on base for Mags. Runners on the corners. Munch at third. Chris Stephenson, coach, will come out and have a quick talk with his stream infield. Just be telling them, just calm down, boys. You got the 2 outs. It's a classic call in softball, but just the better.
Well, no mahi ki mai e te whānau. Tēnei o ngā pāpāhotanga motuhake o Poiuka, te whiringa whaiti. Ko te paeke whakararo, tuarima.
Akanori into bat now for Mount Albury. Goes swinging at the first pitch.
Tere rawa te piu.
He was out with the strikeout in his first out bat. Grounded out to the pitcher in his second out bat. Mags will advance their runner to third. And now 2 runners in scoring position.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ko tahi noi ho te pōro, ko tahi noa. Tahi te tahi.
But its hint goes foul.
Fouls that one into the fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
One ball, 2.
E te iwi kua karanga kia taima, kia hui tahi ai. E te iwi, koutou e mātaki ana ki te kāinga ki hea rānei, e tae ana tātou te mau i ngā piro, i ngā karearo tō te nuinga. You can feel the emotions in the air.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. One all here in the top of the 5th. 2 down. Mags with 2 runners on. Foul back. Crowd's getting louder, so are the teams. We all know how important these dire moments of a game are. Gets him swinging for the strikeout, leaving 2 runners on, but not before Mount Albert Grammar School score a run through Ollie Patterson crossing home plate, with Bjorn Munch finding a gap in between 7-8. We'll go to the top of the 6. We're tied at 1 apiece.
Ka mau te wehi, kia ora.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through tough times. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on.
E te iwi nau mai, hoki mai.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the top of the 6 innings here. We're tied at 1 run each. Mags making it happen in the last at bat. So did Stream. But now they need to continue it before time's up. Well, surely we've got 6 innings to complete here. Both teams will surely get a bat being 1-1 at this stage, regardless of the time. Because you can't have a draw in a semi-final. That goes past the glove. Jacoby Marino into bat now. He struck out in his first at bat. Struck out looking in his second. But 1 out of 3 can get you in the Hall of Fame in this sport.
On the attempted running bunt.
2-2 the call.
E te iwi ko Kobe Mariro tēnei e piua nei te rākau.
Thinks about it, but leaves it to go ball.
Ai, koia ke aia, good eyes.
2-2 the count now. Oh, I thought it was 3-2. Last time I listened to Gaz. Marino gets the walk. He's safe on first base. And that's exactly how Stream needed to start. And that's going to bring to bat Cruz Maui Kia. Puts up the bunt, goes back to the fence. And that will stay foul. Marino's got some wheels on one. Cruz can put the ball in play for short. But Taitei's doing a hell of a job on the hill. Goes rise again, fouled back by Cruz Maui Kia. Taitei into his 6 innings here. Well, they try and get the steal, and it happens. Marino's going to go to third. Ball just pops off the glove of shortstop. Oh, and he's called him out, leaving early.
Oh.
Oh, interesting. Didn't hear a call at all. But hey, umpire's right there. That's why there's 2 of them out there. That really could have changed the game, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Now 1 out. That runner now gone. And Cruz Maui Kia, his job of getting on base or even hitting the ball just gets that more important. Outside for the ball. Replay here, we'll see. Other angles. Through the zone and struck out, swinging does Maui Kia. And that will be the second ounce. And that's going to bring to bat the pitcher, Tyrone Robinson. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. We're tied at 1 apiece. Now's the time to make something happen. Tyrone Robinson doing his job on the hill for sure, but he can smack a ball when he wants to.
Ai, tautoko.
No runners on here for Stream. Catcher could take a little bit of time with that one. Pitcher versus pitcher. Gets him swinging on the outside. 1-1. One count. Robinson takes a pause. Both of these pitchers have had a game really holding down their schools. Outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 the call. Oh, gets a piece and slams it to the third baseman, who just leaves the ground a little bit to make that catch. And that will retire the side, leaving... No, didn't leave any on that one. But yeah, just getting up and getting that catch. Good catch in the hot corner. Good hit as well from Roney. But that will retire the side with 3 down. And what will Mags' answer be in the bottom of the 6th? We'll be back right after these.
Kia mau tonu mai.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Sorensen Field here at Fraser Ballpark, Lower Huts, for day number 3 of the Softball New Zealand Secondary Schools Division 1 Boys. It's the major semi-finals. So the winner of this goes through to Championship Friday, the grand final. Mags finished first, so they got their spot in this game straight away. whereas Stream had to win their last one against St. Peter's to book their spot in this one. There is still another way in for either of these teams should they lose.
Ai, tautoko. Oh, well, kei reira.
Ball gets popped up. Leron in at centre field makes that catch. And that will be the first out of Gabriel Taitei.
Te mea tuatai.
So one down here in the bottom of the 6 where Sam Thompson will come to bat. Centre fielder into bat now. Ball goes off the glove of Muir. Sam Thompson, he struck out in his first at bat, got walked in his second. I think it's 2-1, not sure, I just heard ground announcer say that. Inside pitch, Walters gets it in time. Ooh. Quickly with the bobble, but able to manage to get in time. And you'll see here in the replay, maybe, but there was a bobble at second base. Went off the shin almost of Shaquille Walters, and he gets it closely in time. And gets punched out. The runner's always going to go, come on, cuz.
Oi, te iwi ko Morris Johns tēnei. Patu ane I te pōro Puiuka.
To the zone for the strike called. Bounces off the leg of the catcher. Jordan Thurston just coming over and having a quick word with his teammates. These boys have played a lot of softball together over the years. A lot of softball. Club mates as well as schoolmates. Hutt Valley rep mates. 2-2 the count now. Morris Johns, second baseman. Gets him looking on the inside corner for the strikeout called. And that will complete the 6th inning. Will it be innings number 7 or will it be tiebreaker? I think it's tiebreaker because it's time, which will mean a runner, but we'll figure out that stuff. You guys have a break. We'll be back with a tied ball game at the top of the 7th or the tiebreaker innings. Who knows? We'll be back.
E te iwi nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei o ngā whakapāohotanga motu hake o whakata Māori e pāohotia nei i tēnei o ngā kēmu poiuka. Damien, kia ora.
Kia ora, Manu. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're in tiebreaker. Top of the 7th. But because it's a time game, oh, look at this. Get the umpire running, please. Yeah.
That's what we want, whānau.
That's all. And back.
Whānau, that's commitment there. That's commitment to the kaupapa.
I love it. It's not a time game anymore, cuz. It's like, no, we're in tiebreaker. Take your time. Well, so Tyrone Robertson will start on second base as the runner. Zach McGruin into bats for St. Pat's Stream. He struck out in his last 2 at bats, but I've got a good feeling about this one. Gabriel Taitei on the hill still for Mags. Both these pitchers in this game have done exceptional. Tyrone Robertson on second. Straight away he's in scoring position. McGruin squares up, goes down, doesn't get it. Tiebreaker, we're tied at 1 apiece. Will we have 1 completed innings or 2 or 3? No, just 1 hopefully. That's outside for the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You would think with none down, runner on 2, the sack bunt is definitely going to go down. And if anyone's got enough wheels to get there, oh, we're going to need the umpire. Oh, no, left field. Left field goes and ruins it. Quinlan Walters on screen. The young shortstop from Stream looking on, ready to go when it's his turn. Taitei against McGruin. He leaves that one down low for another ball. What's... Are they saying he win? Ouch. Anyway. The umpires are in the... It's angles. It's all about angles, I say.
Ooh.
And gets him swinging on the strikeouts, which that probably would have been ball 4, just saying. But anyway, I can't say that, can I? I just did. That's why we've got 3 umpires out there, so they all help each other out. If one doesn't see the call, the other one would hope did. But Jordan Thurston into bat now with 1 down. Tyrone Robertson still on second base. First offering from Taitei. Inside for ball 1.
Ai, tautoko.
Thurston got a walk in his last at bat. Discipline hitter. McGruin walking back to the dugout, a little bit disappointed with that call. Taitei tried to pull the strings on that one. Falls out his own for the ball. Has a laugh about it though. And you got it right. You're just out there playing ball for your school. Like,
Marika, tautoko.
still a game after all, and hope these kids are still enjoying it. But he's been doing a job to come back, do things like that, not get his call and then gets his call, making sure of it.
E te iwi kia mahara tonu tātou, ko ngā piro, tahi ki te tahi wano.
And that will be strike 2. Oh no. Gets it. He's safe. Oh. Okay. Crispy doesn't look too happy about that one. Here we go on the replay. So he definitely gets there early. Didn't really sell the tag though, did he? Like, and that's why I think it took a little bit longer than it normally would. Usually you give the yeah or something.
Ooh.
And gets him on the change up, and that will tie the side as we go to the bottom of the 7th tiebreaker. Now it's Mags' turn to respond. We'll be back right after these.
We're going to have Māori getting ownership rights recognised in the taku time moana.
So they created legislation, foreshore and CBD.
How can you allow this to happen in the 21st century?
What it is the same old faces, the Ken Mears, the Harawira families, the haters and wreckers.
It's about time we started looking to a new future.
What he can do in 50,000 turn up.
He te iwi nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei whakapāhotanga motu hake. Kua karangatia nei, ko ngā whakataitai poiuka o ngā kura tuarua, he tuku mā tātahi tahi, 1-1 tiebreaker.
Yes, we are. It is the bottom of the 7th tiebreaker. Because of these time games, we almost made it to the 7th innings before the time was up. But we made it there anyway with the 1-1 draw here. Stream versus Mags. Multiple time champions. Mount Amma Grammar off the Globe of Muir. Mags are going to advance their runner to 3rd. So Mount Albert Grammar now with a runner in scoring. Well, they had it in scoring position, even more scoring position now. Donald Taitei calls time. He's pulled his whole team in. You're going to try something. As Chris Stevenson comes out to have a talk to the coach. Something about three, I think it's the three conferences cool, but of course in tiebreaker you get another one, I'm sure of it. But I know Crispy will ask the question always. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Ai, ruatahi.
James Miller into bat now, the right fielder. Struck out in his last 2 attempts. Fouls it away, 2-2.
Rā hoki a Morris Johns, I runga I te papatu waiwai tua toru. Ko tāna mahi he hoki ki te kāinga.
Popped
Arara
up.
ki runga, teitai ake.
He's going to run. He's going to try. He's going to score. Yes, and Mags win it on the infield fly. Caught by Sigil Walters. Tries to get it at home in time, but they end up scoring on that out. Tagging up and just gassing it home. Morris Johns, who was out there doing the running for his team. Oh, and what a way to do it. They've booked their spot in the final.
Right.
They got their place in this game, finishing 1. And now they go to the final after a 2-1 win over Stream in this major semi-final. Stream still have another life. They'll take on the winner of Westlake and St. Peter's. But Mount Albert Grammar School have booked their spot in the final. They're going straight through. And what a game. What a game, what a game.
Ai, tika tāhau, e tai ana tātou te kite kua mutu. Kua uti tēnei o ngā kēmu whiringa whaiti. E hika mā, kua taunga piro, kua nuku ngā kare aroto e hika mā. I mua I te o Homauri, mā tāmua te mihi ki ngā kai tautoko o te kaupapa nei. Tuatahi e mihi ana kia whakaata Māori mō te whakarite I tēnei pāpāhotanga. Ka mutu pēr te tautoko o Bailey's Real Estate, Caltex, New Zealand Carbon Farming, rātou ko Apollo Projects. Nā rātou I kaha tautoko kia āhei tātou te hono I te kaupapa nei kia kūtau katoa. Mā tāmua anō ngā mihi kia te taurāwhiri I te reo Māori, mō te whakapitongoi ki te tautoko I te kōrero hākina nei, me te whakawhanaketanga o te reo Māori, e hika mā ngā mihi nui whānau. What a game.
What a game.
What a game.
Well, Manu, thank you for joining me in the booth for this one, bro. It had it all, but tip of the cap to Mags, who booked their spot in the grand final. Who knows? We still could see this game again. Another game going down to the wire, just like the last. But if you stick around, ladies and gentlemen, coming up is the next semi. It is Rosehill taking on Sacred Heart, the winner of that going through to the girls' final to take on Whitby Collegiate. On the behalf of the team, thank you for joining us for this one. We'll see you on the next.
Kia ora.